What is up, everybody, and welcome to the 16-Ounce Gaming Podcast, episode 44. I am your host, Castle Will Kill, and with me tonight we have...
Res.
Seth.
Oh, and Toast.
Oh,
where'd you go?
Whoa!
Did we wake you up?
Did you forget the order?
Wake up, numbnuts.
Man, tonight, guys, we have a good show for you, or morning, evening, whatever time you decide to listen to this to. Pretty much, we just got news we're gonna go through. Yeah, really, not much news. Some community questions, talk about Gamepass, and our segment Last Call. So first, as always, we start off with what we've been up to for the past week. So, Roz, what have you been up to?
2K. That's it. That's all I've had time for. 2K, and just, I'm on that crack pipe. Well, I shouldn't say that's all I played, because me and Surf, again, we played Halo 3, which worked fine this time.
Yeah,
all right.
We felt like a bunch of badasses this time on Legendary, though.
Yeah, we could actually do it.
Yeah, we didn't get our ass handed to us.
Sure,
like
you
on
weren't
Halo
on
2.
Rookie or something by mistake?
No, it was on Legendary.
All right, okay.
I have the recordings to prove it.
Yeah, it still have one-shot kill snipers.
Yeah. So we did that. We did Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and then we jumped into some Destiny 2 with our low-ass light levels.
Yeah.
How'd that go? What'd you do in Destiny 2? Some trials?
No,
of
some
Osiris, or
Curse
not
of
trials,
Curse
of Osiris.
Curse of Osiris. 'Cause me and Surf both need to finish that.
One of the first two missions, I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the first two missions of that.
Shite.
Yeah, not very exciting, right?
No, it's not the best of campaigns.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. I'll be honest. But we'll get through it so we can get caught up to you, hardcore bastards. But yeah,
Hardcore
parkour. And then just 2K, trying to grind since I'm a cheap ass. Well, and I don't want to piss off the wife. I have to do the grind, so I'm still at 65 overall while you guys are paying up.
I haven't paid anything.
No, not you.
I didn't even buy the game.
Toast, Organic, Moose.
Yeah, I know what
they
you
all
mean.
paid up, but we'll talk about that crap later. And that's it. Work. Oh yeah, fired a guy at work for the first time on this company. He got a little pissed off, but I told him he wasn't doing his shit, so we decided to let him go.
That's what happens.
And then today I was like working by myself, which is pretty cool, but I was like, I would have been doing this shit by myself anyways, because he ain't worth the fuck anyways. But
yeah, you would have been doing the work by yourself, but then more pissed off because that guy would have been standing there asking you questions.
yeah, or just like doing shit half-assed and I have to go behind him anyway to fix it the way I want it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, no. But that's it. I tried Colorado. We'll try that. We'll talk about that later. And then I said I need to get back on my crack pipe, so I went back to 2K. So sorry. So
Oops, my chair just popped.
oh shit. So what have you been up to, Surf? Oh, I forget what I'm drinking. Well, since I'm still on the diet, I'm on water and I'm drinking coffee, but I put some vodka in the coffee, so we're good.
Mm-hmm. Classic alcoholic move.
Yeah.
It is. What'd you say, Toast?
I forgot you were on a diet.
Yep. Still. It's going good, though. Just so you know.
Trying to get that Kim Kardashian ass.
Not me, fuckface. I'm trying just to slim it down a little bit.
I feel you.
All right. What have you been up to, sir?
Work's been... Work. I've just been doing unit test documentation all week. So that's been boring. I'm basically the same Word document open for about 2 weeks now. It's getting longer and longer. So there's that. Finished PlayStation. Finished Spider-Man on the PlayStation. Really enjoyed the campaign. I think the third act I really like the way they ramped that up. It all seemed to get a bit hectic. That was fun.
I thought you was going to say you were finished with PlayStation. Just so
No.
you know.
I finished with the Spider-Man on PlayStation. I've just got to go around and finish the collectibles on the map. I think that's suffering slightly from too many collectibles syndrome. Especially after you finish the campaign, they add more. I suddenly realise now there's 50 hidden photograph opportunities. So I don't know if I'm going to go through and get everything on that.
So are they side missions or just collectibles?
They're just collectibles. There's some, to clear the map, there are sort of like, I suppose you'd call them side missions. There's like clearing out bases and things. So, and...
I'm just curious, is it like Assassin's Creed where you have to go in there and clear out some of those side missions to like the captains and stuff where you can get...
Yeah,
those
the
outposts.
bases are similar to those Assassin's Creed ones where you have to like clear out the fort or whatever.
Gotcha.
So they're quite good fun. I don't mind those. I was just a bit depressed when it suddenly said, "Oh, and there are now 50 hidden photograph opportunities." Oh God, and they're not clearly marked on the map. So I don't know if I'm going to go through and clear everything off. But I really enjoyed the game and been carrying on with Tomb Raider. I think about halfway through now.
And
My thoughts on that have changed a bit since last week. Story's good, but it doesn't flow very well. It's a bit stop and starty. I think I know what they're going for, but they don't seem to be quite pulling it off. They definitely seem to be going for this. Is Lara going too far and getting too obsessed with stopping Trinity, and in
Is
doing
she?
that, causing problems? And there's, I don't know. I just don't think the writing's as good in this game as it has been in others. You can definitely tell it's a different studio.
So is Lara Croft going too far, even though the last two games you were killing people?
Yes, she is. There is one. I don't want to spoil it, but at some point there is one really badass scene.
ooh, is it badass for your death by boobs?
It's really, really good. And it's sort of got quite a good ending as well. You can sort of see what they're trying to do with the character, and it's really quite powerful at the beginning and the end. But then in the next scene, it's just sort of like character reset, and it's as if it hadn't happened.
What?
So it's not very consistent. What else do I think about the game? It seems to be lacking the big combat areas as well. They seem to be really proud of this. You can cover yourself in mud and stand against walls. And because they really seem to be pushing that for all the combat scenarios. I don't know. Any of you played the other two?
I played the first one.
You know, you get areas. Sometimes I think in the first one, you end up in a big town, and there's quite a big run and gun battle with quite a lot of guys, and you're sort of running around finding new areas of cover, and they sort of come at you in waves. There hasn't been any of that in this game at all. The combat areas seem to be quite small and linear, and it's just basically they really want you to do the cover-based stuff.
I haven't played a Tomb Raider game since, the Triangle Titty days, so...
The first two are good, and this one's not a bad game. It's just not quite what I was expecting.
No.
I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying it, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. The hubs seem smaller, the hub worlds. They seem to be... But I'm not sure if that's just because they're more heavily populated, which makes more people in them, so that they look... I don't know. The other areas seemed bigger, but they were less populated, I guess. And the side missions seem to be a bit weird for a Tomb Raider game. I think one of them was solve a murder. Which I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but it's not what I was expecting.
Gotcha.
So would you say last year's is better than this one?
This has been my least favourite so far.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's just because I'm going into it expecting something that I'm not getting. I don't know if that's dirtying my thoughts on it in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
now, would you would you say buy, rent, or pass on this?
At the moment, I would probably say rent.
Okay. So worth a play through, but or wait for a sale kind of feeling.
Yeah, that might change by the end. It might. We'll see. Like I said, I'm only 50% through. So yeah, mixed feelings on that. I definitely I don't regret spending the money buying it, but
that's good.
It's just not. It's not what I was expecting. It's more evident that it's a different studio than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
This one's done by the guys who've done Deus Ex.
Yeah.
So yeah, mixed thoughts. Can't really know what else to say on that.
Do you need me to play it, Surf? So you feel like you really got your money's worth? Do you need me to play it so you really feel like you got your money's worth?
Yeah, well, I would encourage you to play all three, mate. So we'll just see by the end. I hope they can tie the story up in a really nice way, because apparently this is the end of the first trilogy. So at the end of this, she is supposed to come out of it as the Tomb Raider. So we shall see if they can pull it together at the end. But it seems smaller. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Less expansive. There are less set pieces. It seems less bombastic.
Yeah, like from the little bit I've played, doing the first two challenge tombs, they're just smaller, less puzzles.
Yeah.
There's like one main puzzle, and that's you. Whereas before, the tombs had like 3 or 4 puzzles you had to sort out. So maybe that's just the whole thing. It's more compact.
Is Lara still a tough ass motherfucker that gets like almost killed insane amount of times but somehow walks away?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
And the Death Star is gory as ever.
Yeah, it's cool. See, if you time it right, you can pause right as you hit a spike or something like that, but you're not technically dead, and then you can go into photo mode, and you can make her like smile and stuff like that.
What?
And she's got like a spike sticking through her face and shit.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, they do seem to like sticking spikes through Lara.
Well,
Poor
I'm sure Toast will have a bit more to say about what his thoughts on it. So I will leave it there. Drinking wise, I'm drinking a Thirsty Ferret from the Badger Brewery. Just an amber ale, they describe it as. It's really, really nice. And Thirsty spelled Fusty, so it's a bit corny.
Oh man.
so you weren't just saying like a dickhead then?
I said, oh man, because someone either launched some fireworks, like big boy fireworks, or shot a gun in my neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if my mic picked that up.
Dr. Disrespect Part 2.
No, I'm not that popular enough to be shot at, unfortunately.
So, how about you, Toast?
Had I finished Spider-Man last week? I can't even remember.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
finished
you- yeah.
Just before the podcast last week.
Yeah, so I done the same thing as Surf, looked at the collectibles and thought, fuck that. Because you've got like, 65 backpacks to collect. Think of them like feathers in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's a bit
then-
too much collectible-y.
Fucking a million pictures to take, which is another collectible. You've got fucking pigeons to chase.
I could do all the pigeons.
Is that like 12 pigeons or something? So like once you get to the area, you have to swing after them and get close enough to web them.
So is it like Parker just takes photos just to take photos? Because this is supposed to set place like after he's a college professor and everything, right?
Yeah, like he's
Or
left
high
the
school
bugle,
teacher.
but he's I can't remember what he says. It's something about he takes the pictures for landmarks to expand his map, but it doesn't actually do anything at your map. So
He's a weird millennial.
He's a weird millennial.
I think, isn't it one of those things, if you get them, some power-ups, there's like certain things you can buy. It will be sort of like, I don't know, you need 2 challenge tokens.
yeah, it's landmark
one
tokens.
Backpack token and 2 photo tokens or something. So there's like numerous forms of currency. And then doing the collectibles just gives you this currency to do power-ups and things.
Yeah.
So
even though there's so much, it still isn't totally excessive. like when you're doing the game, you get a good chunk of them just by playing and wanting to clear out areas. It's just anything you leave till after the game, you're not going to want to do it. Unless it's like maybe the hideouts or something, because you want to go in and kill like 80 people.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm going to do the hideouts, but I think that might be about it. I think the one that really upset me was you finish it and they add another 50 photos. Oh, for God's sake.
And you need to give up a suit power or something, don't you? So that you can find the hidden photos.
Yes, you have
one
to
of
give up a
these
suit power.
mods.
Yeah.
And
then as you fly around the city, occasionally you'll see a photo.
It's a good story when you're playing it and stuff, but I mean, we've been talking about it this week. Yous all fucking think it's better than God of War, but yous are all fucking wrong.
No, I think my attitude is, I would say, if you take the movie approach, I'm not very good with movies, so this might not be a good analogy. You might know that watching Schindler's List is the better movie and more arty, but sometimes you just want to sit down and watch the Avengers, and you have more fun sitting down and watching the Avengers, and that's the difference. I know God of War is the better game, but I have more fun playing Spider-Man. And if you're playing games, fun's the main part, so that's why just putting it above God of War, I had more fun playing it.
Yeah, I think probably because it's like a superhero thing, it is the top superhero game out there, which is like superhero games are pretty rare when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Whereas God of War, you can compare it kinda to Witcher. It's not proper open world, but you could put it in that sort of bracket, and it probably doesn't live up because of that.
And good superhero games are super rare to come by.
Yes.
I'm just curious, when you guys say you're swinging around and you try to get to the places where to take pictures, does it ever, like, your spider sense tingle, like, when you're close to an area to unlock it, or no?
No.
Like your personal spider sense?
Oh my gosh.
Not for the collectibles. If you're flying around, your spider sense will tingle if somebody's aiming a rocket at you, obviously. Because by the end of the game, the city gets quite hostile. But no, for the collectibles, a lot of the pictures. A lot of the collectibles, like the main bulk of the pictures, are actually marked on the map, so they're easy to find. It's just at the end they've added 50 hidden ones, which you have to equip a superpower for.
Don't you think they would have put like a little spider tingling, like, oh, what's here? And you're like, okay, selfie or whatever.
Yeah, that would have been a better way of doing it. But maybe they would have thought that would have been too difficult to track down exactly what you were supposed to take a picture of.
Or you could be in the vicinity, you know what I mean?
So I understand why they put them in. It expands. It gives people more time to play. But I think sometimes it gets to the point where games overdo the collectibles a bit.
Yeah.
Just like Toast said, it's the Assassin's Creed feather scenario.
Yeah.
For freak's sake.
The feather. On the very first Assassin's Creed? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Feather or the damn shandies, all those type of things.
So, sidetracked. What else have you been playing, Toast?
Yeah, Toast. A hijack Toast's moment.
We did.
Oh, I forgot to say that real quick, if I may. If not, I bought a new TV last week. The TCL like Castle has.
Yep. Oh, okay.
And I have to just say that we got 30 days free of Sling TV, and either Sling or Best Buy was full of shit because I just got charged $33 and I just activated it on Tuesday.
Oh, damn! You gotta call them.
Yeah,
I know.
I just noticed that. I just noticed that tonight. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I know, mine. I mean?
Like
for new customers, it was a 7-day free trial thing, but I used to have Sling and I got rid of it because I didn't watch it enough.
Yeah, it was a free 30-day trial. I got the code and all that shit here, and it just got charged.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yep.
All right, back to Toast. You there, Toast?
Uh-oh.
Oh, his headphones are dead.
Oh, his headphones are dead.
So I guess we'll come back to Toast, and I'll jump into what I've been up to this week. Hopefully he finds some earbuds or whatnot. So see, video game wise, I played some more Final Fantasy 15. I've dedicated Mondays to Final Fantasy 15 to make sure I fucking play it.
Oh gosh.
Because I am playing Destiny. That's about it. I'm just fucking playing Destiny. That's all I played besides Final Fantasy 15.
You're on a different crack pipe.
Yeah,
I'm back, man. I'm back.
The main
I was
crack
like,
pipe.
I was clean for a good, solid,
8
whatever, yeah, something like that, and I fell hard. So, but yeah, I've been playing that. I actually played some last night with Shine and myself. Jumped into the Iron Banner, which the first Destiny I played the fuck out of the Iron Banner. It was my favorite thing. Like, I didn't play Crucible at all. I only played Iron Banner when that came around, and I was always pretty decent at it. So we jumped into that, and it was a lot of fun. Anybody else wants to play? We're trying to get clan rep, but we need one more person to be in our party, in our fire team. Like the fire team of 6, you need to have at least half of it be your clansman in order to get the rep.
Okay.
I'm too low of a light level. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm too
sorry.
low as well.
Ah, you fuckers.
Hey,
So-
isn't
We'll get
Iron
there.
Banner where it's a level playing field, or is it Crucible?
No, the Crucible's level playing field. Iron Banner gear matters.
Gear matters. Okay.
Yeah, that's why, like, on the first Destiny, there was always lag issues and stuff because, like the game crunching all those numbers that are being thrown around, it had issues with it, and I think 360 held it back for that because it seems to run a little better on 2, at least this go around. But yeah, so pretty much I've been playing that. Nothing else personal life wise, nothing crazy. I get every other Friday off now, so today was my first Friday off.
Yay!
And
That's
it was
badass.
yeah, it was awesome. Hung out with the little dude all day. Took him for a morning stroll in his little, like, the little red cars that you push.
Yep.
Yeah, I put him in that and just walked him around the neighborhood in that in the morning, and then took him for a long walk in the afternoon. Played a lot with him. Watched
Nice.
Moana. So went in full dad mode today. I can't think of anything else I played. That's pretty much all I played. It was fucking Destiny, man.
Well, enjoy that quality time with him, Castle.
Oh, hell yeah, definitely. That's the best part about every other Friday off. But I did mention to my wife that if we ever want to do like a recording of something together, or like if Toast and Surf want to grind something, I will take them to the babysitter for a couple hours and then pick them back up. But there's nothing wrong with having a day to yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes need it.
Oh, you did? You did put a little video on YouTube, didn't you, of your Destiny highlights?
Yes. Yeah, highlights from my stream. I threw that up on YouTube. So 16 Ounce Gaming Family YouTube channel. You can go there. Link I think will be in the description. Or you can find it. Don't worry. Just Google 16 Ounce Gaming Family. Or YouTube. Search it. I guess that makes more sense. But, and then what I'm drinking tonight is so I went down to YouTube, like, I was really bored at work last Friday, and I went down the rabbit hole of just watching YouTube videos, and I came across the owner of Dogfish Head Brewery. He has his own YouTube show called That's Odd, Let's Drink It, where he goes around the different places in America and, like, incorporates what, like, these people are popular for, and then makes a beer or does something funky with the beer to, like, imitate what they do in real life. And this one was with, I forgot the guy's name. He's like a popular DJ, and so he's popular for mixing things and shit. So he was mixing different beers together, which I thought he was like, most brewers would like rip me a shred right now because you're not supposed to mix 2 different beers together, yada yada. But he mixed 2 of his beers together, so I decided to do that tonight. So I am drinking a beer. He calls it putting the lime in the coconut. And it's their Sequench, which is what they do is they take a Kolsch, a Goss, which is like a sour beer, and mix them 2 together, plus add lime juice, black lime rind, and sea salt to that. And then I'm mixing that with their Lupa Lupa IPA, which is an IPA that's made out of toasted coconut, experimental hops, and coconut water. You put them together, and it's like, it tastes like drinking a coconut lime drink, man. It's so fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, Yeah, and like the sequence I think is like 5.3%, something like that, but the IPA is like 7.3, so it's a nice like chill, sit back and drink beer. You know what I mean?
Right.
It sounds. Yeah, I'm curious. I thought it sounded awful to start with, but the way you describe it, it sounds quite good.
Yeah, it does sound quite good.
It sounds really good. Organic says he really enjoyed your video. Have you thought about doing a voiceover for it?
Oh God. I wonder what. I would hate to see what he would do. Oh, that would be funny. So we're having some technical difficulties right now.
Have you thought about doing a voiceover, though? Have you thought about?
Yeah, have you thought about doing a voiceover for your video?
I mean, I could. I don't know. Like for that, it was just a bunch of clips of me failing in video games. So like, I'm not sure what I could do. I guess commentary to it, but I don't know. Yeah, I could. I mean, I thought about it before, but I kind of like since that was more so like a stream highlight thing, I thought it was important just to hear what I sound like in the stream kind of thing.
Okay.
I sort of get what you're saying. Yeah, that at the moment, crap type of thing. Yeah.
So well, that's about it for me. So we'll jump back to Toast here. He got his headset back. So Toast, you want to finish out what you were talking about and what you were playing and all that jazz?
Fuck it, I don't know what happened with Spider-Man, so we'll move on from that. What else have I played?
Yep.
Started Tomb Raider. I got to the first hub world or some shit, like the city where the dudes sit down with the girl for a beer and then you go to do your own thing.
Oh, okay.
What else? I don't know, I like it because, as you know, I'm more fucking stealth inclined anyway, so the fact that it's not running about with that shitty fucking... Like, I mean, the gunplay in Tomb Raider's fucking terrible anyway, so I don't miss the fact that there's not a lot of it so far. Apart from that, I can't really say much because I'm so early in. Like, I've done a couple of challenge tombs. Like I said, they're all fucking shit, really. Well, they're decent, but they're too short.
Yeah, I think you're about the same point I was last week when I sort of gave my first impressions. So it'll be interesting to see what you think next week. So you, I think they haven't got the best combat and the stealth is fun. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it'll be interesting to see what you think this time next week.
Right. And then a shitload of fucking NBA whenever I can. 2K. I've got 3 characters in that now, Raz.
I know. I saw that you paid up them all, huh?
We'll get to that later.
Real quick, Moose says he can't hear you.
Yeah, he won't
Discord.
be able to with this workaround I'm having to do.
All right.
Well,
But the workaround, you can't hear him. Won't be able to hear him, Moose. Sorry.
hang on, I'll unmute myself, but they'll just hear me at a distance because it's going to come through my phone.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
There, they should be able to hear me now, but they might not be able to hear me properly. Apart from that, what am I drinking? Drinking back on spiced rum, taking a break from beer. Fucking last weekend killed me. Basically finished this podcast, stayed up playing 2K, then went out fucking early to meet Chester, Kate and True Scott. Drank all day and then fucking convinced them to come back to like my town to go out to a club. Fucking stayed out there until like 4 or some shit. So I basically went like over fucking 26 hours or something drinking and awake. And it was pretty
That
messy.
sounds like a healthy combo.
So I'm just on spiced rum and
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry. That was me.
I
Sorry,
must have
go ahead,
missed
Jeff.
something there because
Yeah, in Discord.
Just in the
The
Discord chat.
Simpsons little...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which spice rum are you trying? Are you doing Kraken or?
No, Old J, Gold. I don't know if that's over there, but it's pretty good.
I don't think I've
And
seen
then
that.
just
Pretty good.
a fake lout, basically, is what I'm mixing it with. Not a fucking tropical drink. I've been in a
Cool
fucking
beans.
whatever it's called. What is it? Ginger beer and spiced rum, a hurricane or something.
Oh yeah. Dark and stormy.
Hurricane.
What we call them over here.
I think.
Oh.
But I've been on a sort of one of the kicks, so I'm avoiding mixing it with Coke or Pepsi or whatever. If you've not got a fucking mute button.
What are you trying to mute?
This is a nightmare listening on Discord because it's all broken up and shit. Fuck it, just move on to the news. I'll talk a less.
Well, before we get into news, we got a little bit of housekeeping to go through. Really, not really. Just a reminder that we have a merch room. Not really a ton of stuff. Merchroom.com/collections/16, the numero 6, lowercase o, lowercase c. And you can use numero 1, numero 6, lowercase o, lowercase z for a promotional code of 5 to 10% off your order based on how much money you spend. So go there, pick up it. Hey, fall's coming. It's going to get cold. Get yourself a hoodie. Get yourself a coffee mug for that hot cider. Get yourself a beanie. Buy some shit. Oh, man. We just want to remind everyone that we revamped Discord again, as we mentioned last week. So come join if you haven't. Come back if you left if you want. If some of you probably don't want to, that's okay. Yeah, come check it out.
Yep.
Now we will get into some news. First off, we need to go over to our Japanese correspondent, Roz HP 16 ounce. I heard you have some PlayStation news.
It's PlayStation all week today, people.
You've been busy over there.
Yeah, I've been way busy over there. But PlayStation Now, PS Now, the streaming service on PlayStation, will now let you download games to play offline, which is about time. So it's similar to Gamepass on Xbox. The service has a ton of PS2 and PS3 games and also PS4 games like Bloodborne. And it's going to cost you $15 a month, which is $5 more than Game Pass. What do you think?
Ooh. I mean, it's a service that just has PS2 and 3 games and some 4 games.
So I don't know what the list of PS4 games are.
I mean, I think that's them trying to get into the market like Microsoft. I think Microsoft saw where the market's going and we're first to it. And this is PlayStation being like, okay, Microsoft's having success with it. We better jump on this gravy train, make our money out of it. But I feel like the thing is Microsoft has an edge on this. Number one, price, obviously. But the Microsoft exclusive, Microsoft Studio exclusives being included. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's a good thing. It's not bad. Like, if you're someone that has a PlayStation, like, that's not a bad thing to have this $15 a month. We have to see, like, more of what PS4 games are in the library.
I get the impression it is literally just what they had before. It's just you don't have to stream them anymore. So I don't think they're...
Okay.
From what I understand, I might be wrong, but I don't think they're increasing what they're offering in the library against what they had previously. It's just you don't have to stream it anymore. You can download it and play offline. So with people with crappy internet, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. They did this just for you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, if I was using it, it would be useful to me, but $15 a month, I don't think it's something I would be interested in. Because you don't get, as I said, with Game Pass release, you get all the new Xbox releases, day of release. And I'm pretty sure they're definitely not doing that. on this one. So
Yeah, and you're paying $10. Well, in the U.S., you're paying $10 a month, which is ridiculous for what you get out of that deal. I mean, this ain't it. Like, I don't think you guys like Roz or Toast. You guys think this is a bad deal? I mean, because since I obviously don't turn my PlayStation on, like, what were they charging people just to stream it?
I think it was the same price. I think they've just added this offline functionality.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, $15 and you were streaming it. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's quite an expensive service. So
with data caps and all that shit, yeah, that'd suck.
Yeah, so that sounds like just an improvement to their service.
Yeah, it's a good improvement. It probably shows they're moving in that direction. I think it's a big step from them because that streaming service cost them an absolute fortune, didn't it? So it's probably something they really didn't want to do. But obviously they feel the need to.
Yeah, speaking of things that they don't want to happen, Black Ops 4 has shorter exclusivity time with the PlayStation 4 now.
Just fucking left.
I'm going to try until you guys stop me. But anyway, Black Ops 4 DLC will now have a much shorter exclusivity time on PS4.
Try that word again, Dickhead.
Exclusivity.
Try it again.
Time. Exclusivity. I can't say that word.
You want to fucking keep making segues, or do you want to keep repeating?
I got I'm good. Right. Since 2015, all DLC for COD games have been a period of 2 to 4 weeks on PlayStation. However, Black Ops 4 DLC will only be for 7 days now, and it will come to the Xbox One and PC after that.
Brought to you by Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur.
Fuck off.
I don't think that's a big deal. I mean,
yeah, to be honest, like
I
didn't think have a month of exclusivity. I thought was a sort of sweet spot, to be honest, even though it affected me being a Xbox main player. But anything more than a month's bullshit, like fucking Destiny's bollocks. But then less than a month is, I mean, I suppose it's a good thing, but it didn't bother me, it being a month.
Yeah, for the amount they're probably paying, I think would agree with Toast. A month seems a fair amount for whatever they're paying. PlayStation's paying, Sony's paying the COD makers against what the users want. So 7 days. I don't know. Do you think this is a sign that the deal's coming to an end?
It could be. If it is, it's a good thing. Like, if they're going to fucking kill exclusivity deals and stuff, I think that can only help in the long run for all consoles.
Right.
But fuck knows.
Do you guys think it's anything? Do you think it's anything to do with like how well the Blackout beta went, and they're like, oh, we want to put out the Blackout beta a little earlier, so we don't want to be exclusive to PS4 for a whole month now. We only want to be there for a little bit.
I think that deal would have been signed ages
before
ago.
the last E3 when it was revealed. We would have had that locked up probably.
Yeah, so I don't think it's anything to do with
it. It might just be Activision being fucking greedy bastards and saying, we're only going to give you 7 days now if you give us this much. That's probably a possibility.
Right. That has high probability to it. I got no segue for this one.
Okay, that's what I
thought. There's nothing that's really going to connect these two together, even though Black Ops 4 probably will break records. But speaking of records being broken, Spider-Man, that's the only one I could think of, and I was like, that's not even good.
No, that was shit.
Yeah. That is not up to my standards of segues. Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man game on PS4 sold 3.3 million copies in its first 3 days. That was more than God of War, which only managed a measly 3.1 million. God of War, how terrible did you do? Doesn't surprise me. Spider-Man's
no surprise at all.
yeah. Spider-Man
everyone knows
is
Spider-Man, so
known everywhere. Very popular character. I mean, they made too many fucking movies with him in it now. To me, the God of War numbers are more impressive than the Spider-Man because you don't have, Marvel's popularity so pushing your numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
To the two guys that are playing this game, does it surprise you that it sold this many?
No, not at all.
Like Surf was saying, it's like it might not be the fucking best, but it's the biggest blockbuster sort of thing to come out in a good while. Like God of War, I'm surprised it's that close, to be honest. Because I mean, think of the fan base that God of War has versus the fan base that Spider-Man has, and it's only turned into 0.2. No,
it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if they'll ever release them, but it'd be interesting to see how many consoles the game sold.
Yeah, that's true.
A fucking disgusting Spider-Man console.
Yeah.
I hear so many people talk about how awesome the Spider-Man console looks like, and I went and looked it up, and I was like, ugh. I wouldn't want that sitting in on my desk or in my living room. Thing is ugly.
The God of War one was badass.
That's true, but I was thinking just generally if it gave just a bump to general PS4 sales, even if they didn't buy the specific Spider-Man one.
For this year, this is probably the console seller.
PS4 just to play Spider-Man.
Like God of War was the only reason that became a console seller in any fashion is because of all the positive reviews, whereas people wouldn't wait for reviews to buy a console for this because of the hype and all that around it. They're just like, oh, Spider-Man game, I want that. I need to get that console. I mean, there can't be that many fucking people left to buy them. They've got like fucking the whole world owning one.
I know. You would have thought everyone is going to buy one. They must have actually bought one by now, I would have thought.
Yeah.
It's the same with like GTA sales. Like, how the fuck does that still stay in the top 10? Surely everybody has bought it like fucking years ago.
Do they count like fucking shark card purchases and stuff towards those sales?
Only be if you bought the game with a bonus shark card or something. Sometimes the deals do work out cheaper.
How the fuck does GTA keep selling?
So it was
games?
Just over 5 years. It was like 5 years this week or last week since it released.
Yeah.
It's been like the top 10 every fucking week since.
I mean, there can't be many people left doing the jump from the last generation to this one now, can there? There can't be many people who are finally saying, oh, I'm finally going to move off the 360 and buy an Xbox One, so I need to rebuy GTA. Those numbers are pretty low by now.
I remember we talked about this before, Toast, and you brought up that like sometimes the game combined with the certain with the great white shark card or whatever,
it works
sometimes
out cheaper.
it's cheaper than just the shark card itself.
Yeah.
So people just buy that and they get.
I literally
the shark
said
card.
that 30 seconds ago.
Did you? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're cool.
I was probably thinking about that while you were saying it and thinking
brainstorming.
I was just thinking, no, man, I'm thinking in a Scottish accent.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
My bad.
Yeah.
Man.
That was a good one.
Spider-Man sold 3.3 million copies, so everyone's web slinging around in New York City, but we're going to take it from here from New York City, and we're going to swing it back over to Japan to our correspondent, Roz HP 16 ounce. What you got going on over there?
That was a classic one there, Castle. Speaking of classics, PlayStation Classics back.
For fuck's sake, don't you start.
Sony
That was a good one. I appreciate that.
Sony has announced that they are releasing a mini PS1 with 20 games built into the system, similar to what Nintendo has done with the NES and the SNES. The console will cost $99 and will release on December 3rd, the same day as the OG PS1, the same day that the OG PS1 released in 1994.
And
That's pretty cool. And you guys gonna get it?
The 5 games they announced,
Probably not.
fucking, I'm not interested in. I'd need to see what the other 15 are.
What's the 5 games they announced?
Shite. I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. But it was nothing that took my fancy. There's probably a link there. Ryan's probably
for
left
20 really old games. I don't know. It seems quite pricey.
Well, the Nintendo ones were $99, right?
Yeah, I think so. I fucking lose track with your stupid money.
Yeah, I'm not. I probably won't be buying this. I'm not a big fan of the mini consoles. So no.
I have no interest because I feel like anything that I would want to play from back then has either be relaunched or remastered. Final Fantasy VII Remaster is going to be coming out. Well, not master. They're remaking the entire game. So, like, yeah, no interest.
Let's see. Tekken 3 was one of them. Final Fantasy VII, like Castle said. Ridge Racer Type 4.
That was a good one.
Jumping Flash, whatever the fuck that is.
No clue. Sounds like a JRPG.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing that interested me.
What I'd like to see is Microsoft lean into all the jabs they had for the original Duke controller and to bring out an Xbox One, OG Xbox, but actually, rather than doing a mini version, make it bigger than the original.
Oh my hell. Surf.
I mean, if they put Metal Gear Solid, that was PlayStation. They could put that out, but I think that's already in the HD collection. It's on PlayStation 4. So, kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There must have been a Gran Turismo out that would probably be fucking terrible nowadays.
Gran Turismo 2, I think, was the last one on the PS1.
And then, like, games like Crash Bandicoot, they've already got remaster. Spyro, that remaster's coming. I'm just looking here.
Yeah.
Parappa the Rapper. That's the only fucking...
Oh, God.
That's the only thing I'd like on it.
Didn't they get a PS4 remaster?
Probably.
You know what? I think they did.
Yeah.
I think they fucking did.
And Organics pointed out as well, they're putting it out without the analog sticks, so that kind of limits some of the games, because the later games didn't have the analog stick support, or only had analog stick support.
That's true.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. The little Nintendo Mini is $60, and the Super Nintendo Classic is $80. So.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's even more expensive than those. Yeah,
but at launch, they were probably up about there. Like the fucking NES.
It's like when it originally launched,
now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's fanboys for every system, so it will sell.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely sell.
I've already seen people listing it on eBay for $200, like $220 sort of thing. They must have secured pre-orders or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, fuck. No.
I wonder if they'll have little 2-foot wired controllers.
Oh, God.
You get 2 controllers with it at least, and you can play local multiplayer. I don't know if...
That's cool.
I don't know if any Nintendo stuff done that, but it probably did.
Well, you know, sometimes... These companies need to stop looking at the past and look into the future.
Now let's just skip this
PlayStation
next one.
5
segue.
Damn it. Apparently Sony are planning a massive infrastructure platform update for PSN in time for the PS5 releasing. This is so they can get ahead, start on the new Xbox console. But we all know a PlayStation 5 is coming. Just when, we don't know.
It'll have a new dashboard.
Yeah. Wouldn't even show you. I think this is sort of really.
Well,
they're planning
Ryan
some upgrades
says,
for the
fuck
next
you.
console.
Again? Is this not the second week still?
Second week in a row.
Oh well.
No, I'm not making fun of the news story. I'm just saying there's no surprise considering it's a rumour. I mean, anyone could have written that rumour. It's...
Got to get in the rumor business.
You're getting the rumour business, so...
Well, our next bit of news is not a rumor. It was officially announced by Rockstar. Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar have announced that Red Dead Online will not be available on day one release of the game. Online will come at a later date, initially as a public beta, which will release in November. This doesn't surprise me because how long did it take for GTA 5 Online to come about?
Fuck, I can't remember now. It was like 3 years.
Yeah.
6 months, maybe. I fucking honestly don't know. 3 to 6 months is my guess.
No. I don't think it's a bad thing if they number one. I think it gives everyone time to just dive and enjoy the story and the sandbox that they created, and then hopefully, I trust Rockstar. If they're not releasing it yet, it's for reasons, and when they release it, it'll probably be in pretty good shape.
As long as it has a better matchmaking system than GTA, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that lets that down.
Or just loading time.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it loads a bit quicker. Do you guys think? Do you think it's something Rockstar does deliberately just to try and make people play the campaign, and they don't want people just immediately jumping into online?
Nah, because I think no matter when they release it, it'll crash the servers and all that sort of shit. I think it's just genuinely they take their time, so they're just making sure the single player's 100% polished and everything before they switch focus.
Yeah, I think they care more about their actual story of the game that they're creating than.
That's the thing.
Well, they care about the online too, but
a bunch of the journalists have got to play stuff, so I've heard a few things, and the attention to detail they've put in is crazy. If you have a male horse and it's warm weather, it'll be fine, but see if it gets cold, its balls will shrink. They'll start to shrivel up.
Really? Oh, jeez, that's so Rockstar.
Yep.
What?
If it's in heat, does it go all? You know what I'm saying?
Probably. But yeah, temperature affects the size of your horse's balls.
Jesus.
Is that going to affect his running then? His balls?
You could also make your guy fat, going back to what was it, San Andreas?
San Andreas, yeah.
Oh, no way.
If you eat, you lose your max health, sort of thing. If you don't eat even, you lose your max health. But if you eat too much, you'll start putting on weight, which I'm sure will have some sort of negative effect. And then you can shave, it's like Witcher, as in there's real facial hair growth and all that stuff. It'll grow over time, and then you need to fucking shave it down. But you can choose just to shave your cheeks or just to shave your fucking sideburns or your tash or your chin. So you could come out with some fucking weird beards.
This game just got even more awesome to me. God, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
man.
One thing the Organics brought up about some sort of cross-link. I'd love if they'd done that for GTA, because if I get something in the game based on my fucking character's money or what he owns, then I fucking love that, because I own near enough everything in that fucking game.
Right.
That would be pretty cool, yeah. So
I think Organics talking about it as an inheritance, as if in GTA Online, if you keep playing it, your character's a descendant of him, so you'll get an inheritance from your Red Dead character to your GTA character. That should be cool.
That would be pretty cool, yeah. That would be quite cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's Castle. That's just a theory or a fucking. It's not going to happen.
But no. I mean, if it happens, that's awesome.
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. I am so pumped up for this fucking game. I just can't wait for it to come out. And we're a month away, if not even that.
Yeah. Because I must
admit,
the journalists were shitting all over Spider-Man, from an open world aspect after they seen this. So that's got me. That's should be good. I've got holding out hope that this will be game of the year.
Pretty solid, good bet that it will be. You know what I mean?
Although if it is and fucking online's good, and I end up abandoning my GTA character, that's been my top played game for the past fucking 5 years. Every year Xbox sends you out that email.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I have GTA 5 is because of you.
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah, me
you
too.
know,
Actually, I'm
convinced me to purchase it. Yeah,
persuaded me to with the Shark Pack deal.
and I'm glad you did because it was
Yeah.
it's probably some of the most fun I've ever had in a video game.
Yep.
So
And we're playing it later tonight.
Maybe.
You fucking are. Or sort your nat type
Oh,
out, Raz, and then you'll be fine.
No.
Fuck you then.
I'm trying.
You gotta do some port forwarding. I'll try to walk you through it one day.
Or turn
Yeah,
on
you'll have
universal plug and play usually helps.
AT&T's routers don't support that.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah,
Fuck
we're in the
off.
States. It depends on like mine didn't, so I had to do port forwarding.
Oh well. Cass will help you with that then.
No.
You'll know what ports you need to open and stuff.
Yeah,
That's it.
Or Google will.
yeah, yeah. There is a website that runs you through it. It actually works it's real easy. I shouldn't say it's real easy, but it's not difficult. It explains it well. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We'll talk about this fucking game. Surprise, surprise! Fortnite made $78.3 million. Had
No,
78.3 million players.
I think you probably
Yeah.
made more money,
Shit.
more than that.
Yeah, it made more
in
money than
month.
that, but a shit ton of motherfuckers are playing Fortnite. Yada yada. Let's move on.
Bingity bangity.
Biggest month yet, but
There's
who
that.
cares?
Yeah, since
When do you think
It's the
Fortnite
1.0
is going to die off? Do you think it's going to make it into 2019 and still be strong, or do you think it's going to start dwindling before then? I think Christmas will be its last push, and then it's going to start to die off.
I think it's going to start dying off when the Black Ops 4 version of a battle royale is actually pretty good, was pretty decent. And then I think that's a more popular name and brand. It's such a popular name and brand that's definitely going to impact Fortnite eventually. The only thing that Fortnite has going for it is that it's free, so a shit ton of kids are playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that's going to keep it alive is that it's free. But then it's a matter of whether people they're getting those microtransactions. But it's got to die out eventually. I personally at first I liked Fortnite for it until it got to the point like the battle royale Fortnite was fun until it got to the point where it blew up where it's so insane and then people got insanely good at building that I just was like fuck this game. And now that PUBG runs a lot better on the OG, I'd much rather play PUBG over Fortnite. I have more fun playing PUBG. Also, I think it's a slower paced game, so I think that's why I like it.
Yeah.
But God, it's not going to live forever. You know what I mean? Some other free battle royale mode's going to come out and
I think it's just going to
give it
take
a
time
challenge.
because it's fucking, what is it, like basically 80 million people a month playing it? So even if that fucking,
Yeah.
if half of the people stop playing, that's still 40 million fucking people playing it, which is more than any other game I'd hazard, I guess. Fucking.
Right.
Yeah. It'll still be hot in 2019. But it'll eventually die out. I don't know. It's Fortnite. It's popular. Everyone's playing it, but me. And Toast.
What the fuck is this next
And
news
Roz.
story, and how the fuck are you going to segue into this?
Yes, it's an interesting one. I
Hmm.
want to know this out. Go on, Castle. We need a good segment.
Oh, I could say, oh, fuck, this is hard. Like I said, a lot of kids play Fortnite. Speaking of kids, a man has been arrested after trying to put his daughter into a vending machine to try and steal some Nintendo consoles. The man reportedly turned himself into the police after there was overwhelming video evidence. Was that good? That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the fuck this is a story, but it's on Kotaku.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put his daughter into a vending machine?
a guy from
They
Lawrence,
Get in there, you little
Massachusetts.
shit.
Is that a place?
Where? What?
Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Or-
Massachusetts.
What the fuck's it called?
Yeah, Massachusetts.
No, my gosh, that's it.
Yeah, Massachusetts. That's how you say it.
How do you say it, Raz?
How did you say it?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Get wrecked.
Basically, they put it up on Facebook. The local police put it up on Facebook, so the guy turned himself in because there was
Fucking
no
ridiculous.
denying it was him, sort of thing. Yeah. There's a vending machine at the place I was working where like all the fucking skinny armed guys just fucking put their arms right up and fucking take whatever chocolate bars, whatever they want.
Like, yeah, I've seen that before too. No. Well, I guess that girl will have quite the tale to tell.
Oh, folks.
Yeah.
Knew that was coming.
That was
Telltale
that's acceptable.
Games.
That was decent.
Telltale Games have today announced that they are beginning to close the studio. Because of this, they have laid off a large number of staff. This follows staff being laid off last November, not October. They're keeping a small group of about 25 staff to fulfill the company's remaining obligations. The employees were let go with no severance. Well, blah, blah, blah. People got laid off, and it sucks. Are you guys
Excuse me.
Are you guys surprised by this, or do you think that like that whole style of gameplay is like starting to die down now?
I
think it's the fact that they used the shitty engine that's killed them in the end.
they did
You've
that.
got games like Life is Strange came out and showed them that you can do a good storytelling game and actually not make it look like fucking pixel tits Lara Croft sort of style.
Yeah, I'd agree with Chase. I think it's because
Yeah.
they can't update their engine.
Supposedly they had
after
some of their best fucking reviewed stuff out this year and all that, but it's just too little, too late. I mean, they should. I mean,
Yeah.
people have been talking
Yeah.
about that engine being outdated for like since the fucking Xbox One launched, basically, because it was the same thing they used on
Yeah,
360 and all that.
Because they were talking about it, because you had The Wolf Among Us, and then you had the first installment of the Walking Dead stuff.
I think basically
And that's about the
they've kept 25 people on to finish The Walking Dead. Yeah, we can all read Discord. You don't need fucking giggle.
I know, I'm sorry.
Garrick said, I wonder what 4 options they had in response to losing their job. And was it one?
Yeah, like the one that says "Castle burn in hell for making light of job loss."
Yeah, I was going to say, whatever the 4 options were, they ended up with the same result. It
yep.
always does. It makes no difference.
Hey, look, now, I don't know.
But the
maybe
worst
some
part
of the-
about this is there's no Wolf Among Us 2. It's been cancelled, which
yeah,
was the best
I
one.
really
Oh, that
was looking
sucks.
forward to Wolf Among Us 2.
Yeah, Wolf Among Us was so fucking good. Definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% my favorite
Same for
one of
me.
theirs. And behind that was Tales from Borderlands was really good.
Yeah, a lot of people loved that.
I really did.
Even non-Borderlands fans, just because it was funny, even if you didn't know what, like the characters and stuff.
And Tales from the Borderlands, like, that engine kind of, in a way, went along with that art style. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's
when
why
I
it
played
was
that one, I
probably
didn't feel bad.
so successful.
Yeah.
Whereas Game of
Wolf Among Us
Thrones
as
made
well
them look
sort of
like
suited
fucking
the,
idiots.
So, yeah.
I mean, they are all fucking good stories if you can, like, I've spoken about it before, I can easily get into a story. What is it, suspension of disbelief or whatever they call it? I do that easily and I'll get involved in a story. So they are good games, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a walking simulator on a fucking shitty, like, fucking graphic model.
Yeah. And an Organic in chat just actually pointed out a really good point too, is that he's guessing they lost a lot of licensing because, you know, that like instead of coming up with an original story like Life is Strange,
Yeah.
and
They've probably
obviously paying
overreached
for
as well.
license.
Because, I mean, how many
Yeah.
fucking things were they doing a year? They're doing fucking Minecraft, Borderlands, Walking Dead. They were
Game of
working
Thrones.
on Game of Thrones. I think that was all
Batman.
like last year. And that's
Yep.
they have to pay all that out, and then they're not seeing a return because it takes so fucking long to get the episodes out. because they're having to work on so much shit instead of taking one license, developing it, making it a good game, and then putting it out and getting your money back, then taking the next license.
Yeah, I mean, Game of Thrones and Batman licenses alone must have cost an absolute fortune.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to all those at Telltale that lost your jobs, we're sorry. It sucks.
Yep, it sucks.
But tell your higher ups you should have fucking updated that engine, you bitches. We were right all this time.
Okay.
All right, let's move into community questions. First up, we got Cabo. Cabo wants to know a lot of things.
Yeah,
He has a lot of questions, guys.
That's good.
Let's fly through Cabo's questions first. The big
Yes,
Kabowski
no,
wants,
yes.
He wants to know, what are your thoughts on somewhat of a trend of pre-ordering the deluxe/ultimate editions of a game just to play earlier? My thoughts are money grab. Bullshit.
Yep, but people will do it, so it's going to keep happening more and more.
Yep. I did it for Tomb Raider, I must admit.
I did it for
fell
NBA
it.
and then never even got to play it early. I was fucking playing Spider-Man instead.
Raz, your thoughts?
I don't like it, but I'm just cheap and can wait.
That works. I'm the
You
same
know what
way.
I mean?
Yep.
I think it only really sucks if it gives, like, for big multiplayer games, where it gives people like a 2 or 3 day advantage to really get to know the maps and stuff.
Yeah, that sucks.
I think that forces people to do the earlier, pay more, so they don't feel they're left behind when it comes out on the official date.
Yep.
Which sucks a bit, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of pre-orders, he followed up with a second question asking, what was the most recent game that as soon as you saw the trailer of the game, you instantly pre-ordered?
Let me just pause a minute. We don't need fucking segue questions. Come on, fuck.
No, I mean, it's just, I'm not trying, no, it's just, they went hand in hand.
Okay.
They're like back to back, went hand in hand. That's all. I wasn't trying to segue.
Okay. Red Dead for me, as soon as that fucking became available to pre-order, it was done. Yeah.
I haven't pre-ordered anything since Destiny 2, and that was because Destiny 2 pretty much kicked me in the nuts originally after pre-ordering it, so I was like, I'm not doing this ever again.
How early did you pre-order it, though?
As soon as it was available. Actually, Charlie Mobs pre-ordered and bought that, so I'm lying. Shit, what was the last thing I pre-ordered? I don't even know what the last thing I was pre-ordered, to be honest. I think See, I'm thinking of pre-order as like being a long time ahead. I usually make my purchase a day or two before the game releases just to download it. So I don't even consider that a pre-order.
Yeah, that's where I am now. So I'm definitely getting Red Dead, but I won't pre-order it until I don't even, like you say, I don't call it pre-order. It'll be a week before it's due out.
But see, if you're doing it digitally, I know it makes no fucking difference in the end because there's no limited copies, but they're not going to charge you until 2 weeks before it comes out anyway.
Yeah, I say, because I think in the early days they charged you the day you pre-ordered, didn't they? And they've changed that.
They only charge you now if the full thing gets paid on a balance. Like if you've got Microsoft balance and you pre-order, it'll take that. But if you're using a card or PayPal or something, it'll wait until 2 weeks before.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was aware of that, but I haven't got out the old mindset that they sort of...
And I mean,
in the old days they used to take it...
When I pre-ordered Red Dead, I think I got a $3 million as well in GTA. Even though they've not taken money off me, I could just cancel that.
That definitely makes it worthwhile, yeah.
Actually, everybody just go fucking pre-order it right now, get your $1 million, and then cancel it if you want.
Yeah, you can do that. Roz, what about you? What was the last game you pre-ordered?
Gears 4. That was the last one I pre-ordered.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into the pre-order shit anymore, though.
Yeah, I used to care about getting that like one little item or something when you order a game, and now I'm at the point of like I'm just happy to play a fucking game.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, going back to like when pre-orders actually meant something, I'd like pre-order Call of Duty or FIFA back in like the last generation when I was playing physical, because otherwise you'd show up and it'd be sold out for the first 2 or 3 days unless you got lucky and things like that.
Yeah,
digital definitely totally changed the mindset of pre-order.
Now
for
it's
me.
pre-order so that you can fucking get this skin or that skin, or pre-order a more expensive version you can play 2 days early.
I remember the D1 launch. I freaking went to a midnight, or like went and picked my game up at midnight on release. Like stood outside of a GameStop to get it. Haven't done that for anything else since. You know what I mean? It's the only game I did it for too.
Fuck. So you had physical Destiny?
The first D1, yeah, because I was still in the mindset of the 360 and having I had it on the one, but the mindset of having a physical copy still.
I was, apart from the fucking Assassin's Creed Black Flag that I got with the console, I've not owned a disc.
Yeah.
Are you going to say
It
something?
ain't ever going to happen, but what I would like to see is actually for them to say pre-order it at least a month before and get $10 off. But it ain't gonna.
That ain't gonna happen.
No.
Not when you've got idiots like me that already pre-order a month before for nothing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Cabo has one last question, and he mentioned that he heard this from another podcast, but he wants to throw it at us. How many concussions do you think Mario has?
A shitload.
Enough so he doesn't realise Luigi's banging there.
Yeah, I think he's just continuously concussed because the motherfucker's always banging his head against something.
Yeah, I think.
Yep, too many to count.
All right. We'll start off with Roz on this next question because him and I are the only ones that are really fans
My
of this
answer is
thing.
no.
Do you guys wish Sega would come out with a new system?
I do. I wish they would.
I personally wouldn't mind just them staying a software company and being able to get their work on other consoles. I don't mind that.
You don't
I think
mind
it would
that?
cost. I think it would cost them so much money to come up with a console, put it out, try to market it, and people have to buy into it. That they would potentially put themselves underwater even more. You know what I mean?
What if they did something like Atari just did with that shit?
Oh, that fucking. Have they like officially announced what that is? I didn't see that.
I can't remember.
I think it was just like a rumor mill that they're putting something out, but it could basically be just like a stream service for their like original games or whatever on a console thing. Oh.
Yeah.
But we know. What about you, Surf? Were you ever a Sega fan? Would you want to see another Sega console? Do you want another console in your house?
No, I was a Sega fan, but I don't see the need for another console. I'm quite like you. I'm quite happy to see them releasing their games on other consoles. We don't need another console on the market. Really don't. So, no, I'm not bothered.
All right, Drop Dead Fred's next question is, what are your top games, could be top 3 or whatever, coming out this fall? I'll shoot this over to Toast first.
I've only got 3 games left that I plan on playing that have still to come out, so it's Red Dead's number 1, and then I don't really care about the next 2, Battlefield or Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
All right. Roz, what about you?
Oh, my top for the fall are, well, obviously NBA 2K19, Assassin's Creed, Forza Horizon 4, and Red Dead.
Right.
And maybe
Surf?
Battlefield 5.
Okay,
And maybe
it's a nice
Battlefield
top
5.
3,
Yeah.
top 5 combo.
Yeah.
He said whatever, top 3 or whatever. He didn't say top.
top
Hey,
three.
did say or whatever. Yep.
He said whatever.
Prove it. The question's not there anymore.
No, suck it.
Surf?
Mine's exactly the same as Toast. Red Dead definitely top, and then between Battlefield 5 and Assassin's Creed, either of those at 2 or 3.
Okay. Mine top is definitely Red Dead Redemption 2. Behind that, I would say is probably Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And then I'm actually excited for Black Ops Blackout. Just their Blackout mode.
You getting that? Or is Charlie getting that?
Charlie already mentioned that he was going to get it just to go back to our retro days of COD. And I'm excited to just play that. You know, like
You're going to make me
fish.
spend more money. I tried to get into the Blackout beta, but it didn't even fucking load on the last day. So
that sucks.
try it.
No, so.
Yeah,
I would
It
like
was
to say
really
that
smooth.
I'm hoping.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon 4 as well, but it's not in my top 3. I think because that's in Game Pass. Hopefully, a lot of the community will jump in that one, so I think that might be fun going.
Yeah,
forward.
there'll be a bunch of us community play nights. I think you get up to 16 in the open world and that and stuff.
So,
Oh shit! Yeah.
didn't quite make my 3, but I am looking forward to that one. I think it's gonna
So
be
Blackout was the game that I forgot that I played. I got really drunk on Saturday night, got on my Xbox, and Moose and Risky the Kid were playing Blackout, and I jumped in and did absolutely nothing to help them win a game. they never won a game. There was a couple times where it was like only me left, and they were like, "You could do this, Castle," and then I was at the point where I was seeing like 3 guns on my screen. So
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
it was pretty bad. So, all right. Next question comes from our boy Bama Shocks, and he asks, what are the chances that Red Dead Redemption actually lives up to the hype? Please bear in mind, it is the most hyped game I can ever remember, is what he states. I think it's going to live up to the hype. It's fucking Rockstar, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking Rockstar. That's all you got to say, man.
I'm at like 90% belief that it'll live up to the hype. That's the one developer that I've got. Well, maybe CD Projekt Red. They two are sort of like a different class compared to the others. It's not just slick trailers with fucking good cuts and all that. They just show you the game and shit beforehand. So as long as you fucking look at that game and realise that it's good, or fucking think it's good, that's what you're going to get experience.
Yep.
Yep.
You
I
agree,
agree.
Roz?
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Yeah,
I think it'd be
I'm
very
the
hard
same.
for
I
them
think.
to do it.
I think CD Projekt Red and Rockstar are the 2 games that, like Toe said, are just like 100% care about the product they put out, the story that they're creating, and they're going to make sure it fucking rocks when it comes out.
They don't care about putting a fucking game out every year or 2. They'll take as much time as they need.
Yep.
And then finally, our last question comes from our boy who desperately is looking for some love. He wants to know who wants to join him and when are we going to play Ark.
And who is that?
Milk. No, it was milk.
Did I say Milk? I
No.
didn't say
You didn't say
Milk.
milk. You didn't say
you
milk.
My bad, Milk. You know I love you.
Ark is... I've got a fucking bad relationship with Ark. It fucking killed my life. Fucking raising fucking... and breeding wolves and fucking breeding fucking quetzals, staying awake for fucking 72 hours and shit, having to feed the wee bastard every half an hour. I hate it.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
I think they've toned it
happening,
down,
though.
made it easier. I'm going back after Christmas, I think, once the fucking constant grind's worn off from 2K and Red Dead Online. I'll make some time for Ark, I think. It could be a good wee thing, getting around, see about renting a fucking 16-ounce server, and then just have only 16-ounce. We'll keep it PvP, but we'll have only 16-ounce people in there. So...
Well, that'd be cool.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
See fucking who likes who, really. I've got a feeling I'll be on my own. But, no. That's fucking... It has no respect for your time, Ark. That's the only reason I haven't jumped back in it.
All right. Well, I guess next we'll move into our segment of Game Pass.
Oh, I forgot about this fucking thing. I thought we were...
Yeah.
I forgot this was even a segment. I mean, I did play it over a year ago.
This is the last one.
All right. Well, I'll start off first. Colorado, I jumped back in it. I found my way up to where I got into like the special unit guy suit or whatever. Like I was wearing all black and had a machine gun and had to do a drill where it was like shoot up these guys in a limo. It was like this, like a car hit, I guess it was supposed to be a car T-boning a limo, and then like you shoot them and you grab the documents, yada yada. And then after I did that, you could turn off the alarm for the thing that comes in and pounds the car. And then as you go around, it's 2 targets that you got to get. And the one guy walks towards the girl who's standing right in front of that thing, and he hit another button, and it takes out both of them at once. And I did that, and I was like, oh shit, I got to beat this fucking level. Then it goes into typical castle play. I just wander around until I find my next target, like walking towards one of the red marks on the map, crosshairs. And I follow the guy, and I somehow sneak past all the guards, and he's about to go in the building, and in my head, I'm like, I could just shoot him right now with my silencer, and I shot him.
What are we talking about?
And I don't know how, but I got Colorado.
I thought it was just Aikido, the last episode. We spoke about Colorado.
Well, I didn't finish Colorado.
Oh, right. Aye, my bad.
Oh, yeah. So, well, anyway, that's all hell broke out. I got in gunfights constantly, and then I gave up on Colorado again, and then I moved to Nikita. Nikito, right? Nikito, right? That's the name of it. Yeah. Hakido, not Nikito. Okay. Hakido. I wandered around a lot because I was like confused on what the hell I was supposed to do. And I was just like, okay, so the chick likes sushi, yada, yada. Ran into this like guy with a cowboy hat. And he was like bitching at everyone. So I was just like, why are they making this character such an asshole? So I followed him around. He went into his room, and I was like, well, I'm just going to stand here and try to get into his room. Maybe there's something important. He came out. I got in his room, walked around. The only thing I found was cigarettes. So I ended up getting his cigarettes, go to the sushi place where it was like a booth that was for her, and I sat the cigarettes on her table. And then I went up and followed her to where the cigarettes were, but she had 2 guards, but I noticed an oil drum or gasoline drum. So then I just like looked around for a screwdriver, which I found. Can't remember where I found the screwdriver. But anyway, I found the screwdriver, punched a hole in the gasoline thing, and I was just like, well, I noticed that she like drops her cigarette and butts it out with her foot. So I was like, oh, that's probably how she's going to die. Then as I was walking away, all of a sudden I saw an option to drop off the side of the building, of the roof that you're on, or building or whatever. And I was like, well, what the hell is this? And I just like kept going down. And that actually gets you down into like where all the doctors are that are about to perform the heart surgery on that, on the other target.
Yep.
So I just wandered around in there, found some remote thing where you can like make a doctor get all fucking doped up and crazy, and then he eventually runs into the room where the heart that is supposed to get put into that guy is like being held. I waited for the guards to go. The guards left. I choked that guy out, and then I just grabbed that heart and squeezed it and threw it away, and then I just walked away till I found an exit, and then all of a sudden I saw that the chick died, so I guess she butted out her cigarette, and I finished that mission. I was like, man, I did really good on that one, but fuck Colorado. Now you guys don't have to mention Colorado. I didn't get very far in the last week.
I think Raz can only mention Colorado, so
okay. Yeah. All right, Raz, what happened with Colorado?
Let's see. Monday I tried it, and there's just too many fucking people. I kept getting killed or seen or whatever, so I just got fucking pissed. And then I saw, oh, look, shiny NBA 2K. I'm going over there to calm down.
So that's it.
That's it.
All right. Surf, how did this one go for you? Not Colorado, because you explained that last week.
I talked about Colorado last week because I did finish it last time. So on Aikido, what did I do? I got into the medical area by there's a guy there having plastic surgery to look basically like you. So I replaced him. So you just walk through. So he's walking around with bandages around his face because he's had cosmetic surgery. So I took him out and sort of disguised myself as him. So you can just follow a doctor into the secure area. So once I was in there, I sort of snuck around and I ended up on the helipad. And it sort of said the helicopter pilot, that the head surgeon was going to meet up with a helicopter pilot because the helicopter pilot was supplying the head surgeon with drugs to steady his hands. So I sort of took the helicopter pilot out, disguised myself as him, waited for the head surgeon to turn up, took him out, disguised myself as the head surgeon. And in the end, I ended up taking out the guy exactly the same way you did, Carl. So I ended up in the morgue, controlled that guy. So he went into the room where the replacement heart was and just squished it.
Okay, yeah. So you just switched it. You didn't do you say switch or squish?
Squish.
Okay.
Squished it and threw it in the trash bin.
Yeah.
That was my favourite kill, actually. I really enjoyed that one. That was quite a good one. And then I ended up in the canteen and I overheard some people talking that the woman really liked sushi, but it had been banned because somebody had died of fugu poisoning before. And they were going to throw the last of the fugu away. So I snuck into the kitchen, got the fugu poison off of the fish, disguised myself as a chef, then went up and just sort of basically served her poisoned sushi with fugu poisoning. That took her out and just did a run to the helicopter and got away. It was a nice, quick, easy one. Much better than Colorado. Colorado is definitely my least favourite.
Yeah.
But since we finished it now, I want to ask you guys, what did you think of the interlinking story they were putting between the missions? Or did you even pay attention to the interlinking story? Or
did not pay attention one bit.
Yeah.
Chris, do you remember what you did in that mission?
Yeah. For the women,
We'll come back to the story stuff.
yeah,
Sir,
come back to
sorry.
the story.
for the women, disguise myself as a yoga instructor and take her for our lesson, and then just it's like happens out in a like over the fucking cliff sort of idea. And as she goes into like a certain pose, you could just go down and push her off. So that was nice and easy. And then the doctor shit is the exact same as you guys.
Okay.
To kill the heart.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So, sir, you did pay attention to the story.
I sort of did. I wasn't I sort of see what they were going for, but I'm not quite sure there was any point to it because I don't think anyone really would. I think I might be the only person in the world who actually paid any attention to it.
Yep.
I remember at the start there was some reason they didn't want you to be an agent, but then after that I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Because like that whole fucking test scenario with the jet pilot was like, I remember the voiceover talking about how this is a much harder than a normal entry exam sort of thing. They don't want you to pass.
Gotcha.
So I guess whatever total organisation you're against, the part of your organisation's in bed with them or some shit if they're making it difficult for them.
Yeah, it ends up that your organisation's been infiltrated and actually all the, I think like kill the first 4 missions, you've been manipulated into killing people for someone else within the organisation.
Right.
They've been manipulating you and your handler all the time.
Yep. So overall impressions, I guess, after the end of this, I thought Hitman was a really fun game. Very fun to play.
I really, really enjoyed it, yeah. Didn't think I would, but I did. Take Colorado out and I'll be really happy.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Raz, you enjoyed it?
I actually did. I thought I was going to really get pissed off and hate it at first, but I ended up enjoying what I played, but Colorado's the shitty one.
Now you know
all the other missions I did enjoy.
Now you know you can skip Colorado. Do you think you'll go skip it and try and do the Hokkaido one?
Yeah, I'm going to try the Hokkaido one. Yeah, Colorado can just suck my left nut.
And Toast, you already beat all of this before once and replayed it, so I'm assuming you enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why it didn't come up for a vote, basically, because I knew this was a sort of perfect game to get talking about for Game Pass. Because of the different options and fucking ways to complete things and all that sort of shit.
Yep.
Hitman 2 is just basically more of the same that's coming out with a few added gameplay fucking mechanics, I think. The only one I've heard about is the whole mirror thing, where like if your reflection is in a window or a mirror around a corner, you can still be seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Yep. So, well, that's it for Game Pass Game Club on Hitman, guys. Thanks everyone that participated, everyone that played along and listened along. We are going to put Game Pass Game Club on a hiatus. Are we going to put this on hiatus during the busy season?
Yeah, till at least fucking Christmas, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to
so much
just
Tomb
take a
Raider
little break
finish and then fucking I've got my 2K grind, you've your Destiny grind, and then Red Dead's coming out and Assassin's Creed, and fuck it.
Yep. So we'll just take a little break from that. Speaking of other things that we're doing with the community, Rocket League tournament update is that it has died.
Question mark?
Is that on the notes? Yeah. Basically,
that's what it says.
It's fucking too hard getting everybody from, like, because it was 2v2, we're trying to get 4 people from 4 different time zones together. So we're going to make it an American and a UK bracket. That'll probably get sorted through the week and then announced next week. And then obviously for the finals, it's going to merge into international. But for the start, at least, it's going to be UK people to get the fucking games out of the way and stuff. Plus, there's been an influx of people wanting to play, so it lets all the new people get in as well.
Yep.
So just keep an eye out in Discord and you'll see announcements made about that and we'll figure everything out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that is the last call bell, and our topic this week for last call is pay to win. What are your thoughts? NBA 2K19 is the reason why this is being brought up, because we have one on both sides, so we'll let these two guys talk about it.
Yeah.
Pay to win, Roz, what is your thoughts?
Well, I guess if you can do it, do it. But, like, I don't know. My cheap ass, I can't, so I gotta grind. But, like, I'll throw... This is the only game... Well, besides the little cosmetic shit off Rocket League and the crates. But other than that game, this is the only other game that I've actually spent money on to, like, help get my guy to boost up a little bit with the... It's called VC, Virtual Currency, or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And so... I don't know. I don't think it's too bad in a way, because you can only like cap off at like, I think, what'd you say, Toast? 85?
Yeah, 85. So basically, you can make your guy slightly more reliable, but you still need to play after that to learn the game and stuff like. I mean, I was an 87 before I even realised how to box somebody out, because I skipped straight to 85 and it was my first time playing, sort of thing. So I didn't know if, like, whereas Raz had come up and by the time he's 85 he would wipe the floor with me, because he knows the fucking game, because he's put in the hours and all that sort of shit.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then in this game they've got a whole badge system and a point breaker system, it's called. So 85 is your cap, but if you play enough games and earn enough points, you break that cap, so it lets you put more points into different areas and stuff, which then I think every time you break your cap you get to go up 1 point. So that's when the real sort of grind begins. All you can do is pay to skip maybe 10 to 15 hours worth of fucking the early sort of grind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking stupid, but at the same time, I think it's kind of fair. Like, see, you can line up against guys that you start off at, 60 or 65 or something like that. You can...
Yeah, 60-something, 60?
Yeah, you can...
Because I'm at 65 right now.
You line up against 2 guys that are 65, and like me and Organic both fucking paid to go 85, and we would get beaten.
Still got your ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to know the game now and we're winning games and stuff, but at first, all it did is give us a little bit of cushion on the fucking shot timing or something like that. It's not a major advantage, although it seems like it. But in regards to like any sort of games, like I would say this is more pay to start than pay to win, because you still need to put in a hell of a grind to get to the top level. But like
to max out at 99, there's a hell of a grind.
But like Castle and Surf, what do you think about this pay to progress in any way, like in any games or anything like that?
I think there's nothing wrong with it if you can grind and make the money. I mean, if you can eventually grind and get there without spending money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's when there's a paywall thrown in that I have something wrong with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
just going back to
the way
2K,
NBA 2,
like the big thing about that, like I'm talking about, we get the floor wiped with us. It's like my guy can stand in this spot and shoot and make it more times consistently than Raz can. But Raz is going to get himself in that position more because he plays the game. He fucking gets used to the movement. He fucking knows how to play it tactically, and it's an actual game that requires skill, not just the stats that your guy has.
yeah.
So like skill will always beats out like the stats. Like I was playing against a fucking 91 earlier in 2v2s, and we beat them. Me and a guy that was in his 70s or something, just because their position was fucking shit. They didn't know where to go and stuff. So even if he's fucking paid to go up to 85 or whatever, it's made no difference because he's not learned the game at the same time.
Yep. Any thoughts, Surf?
Yeah, I think I'm with Castle. If you can get there in a reasonable time, as long as the grind isn't too long to get to the same level. So that's where Battlefront 2 went wrong, I think. It was just too long a grind to get there. I don't see any reason. I don't see any objection to it. I actually from what Toast saying, I actually think this game seems to have got it right. Because like Toast says, you can pay to get that push at the beginning, but you haven't got the experience or the knowledge to use it properly. So that sort of balances things out a bit.
Right. Do you guys, what about this? Do you think like games like Madden and 2K and all that, where they have that kind of pay to advance it, or do you think...
I think that is where it becomes bullshit.
Do you think though, like say for streamers, they don't want to spend that time grinding? They just want to start jumping to play good? Or do you think that'll help them? Or do you think would you rather watch somebody grind their way to the...
It's like, I take it you're talking about Ultimate Team idea, like card packs and fucking getting the best team to put out in the field.
Yeah.
So with that, like I went into the fucking X1 Bros tournament where I'd never played Madden. I paid some money and I got like a fucking elite Jordy Nelson card, and I was just throwing bombs to him fucking constantly, winning games. I think I beat X1 Bros himself, and he's a fucking expert at the game. I don't claim to be anywhere near better than him, but I just had that better card, and because I had the better card, he couldn't do anything. So things like that I think are bullshit. Especially the fact that it's a random chance as well to fucking get your card. So instead of paying a fixed, like, in NBA, fucking, it's like 150,000 to get your guy to 85. That's how much coins you need, which you earn through games or you can buy them. But in fucking Madden, or I think there might even be like an Ultimate Team sort of thing in the NBA, but I've not tried it. You're paying for cards and it's a random chance, so you might end up with like the shittest guys 10 times in a row before you get that good guy. Things like that are what annoy me more than like knowing what you're paying for, sort of thing. Because when you know what you're paying for, everybody fucking can at least be on the same level if you want to spend that money. But I could spend $100 and Raz could spend $100 on Ultimate Team, and I could get nothing but shit cards, and he could get like 5 elites and wipe the floor with them.
That sounds shite.
I don't know. I mean,
So would you like? My other question was: would you rather watch a streamer work their way up to,
if it's a game that I enjoy, yeah, to be honest,
or watch them just
Yeah,
skip
same
ahead?
here.
because I mean, I don't think 2K suffers from that because, like I've said, I think getting to 85 doesn't make a major difference. It just gives you like a cushion.
Right.
So I've been watching Stupendous to learn the fucking game because he plays.
He's not one to watch.
No.
No, I'm teasing. No, no, he's good. He's good.
Okay. Well, I've been watching the team that he plays with. Like, the Sage is fucking a great point guard
He's
from
good.
what I've seen.
Yeah.
And then I've seen Stu plays a couple of different positions, but like obviously I play a power forward and he's got a centre that has the same style as me. So I've been watching what he does and try to pick up and that and stuff. That's how I learned about boxing out and things like that. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So I guess like, so we don't dive too deep into it, then NBA 2K19 strategy talk.
Yeah.
Calm down, Castle.
So we all agree, like, there's nothing wrong with pay to win if there's the option to be able to get to that point at some point within the game itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it in this game if I could,
But
if I can, without
At the
pissing the wife off.
same time, avoid hanging. What do you call it? Fucking like Warframe has the wrong model because there is far too much grinding to be done to outweigh the boost that you
I
get
don't
for
mind
pay.
that.
I know, but you're talking about you need to put hundreds of hours in to get these suits, or you could just sit there and you can pay for the Prime Warframe suits.
Right.
And pay for the guns, and you can pay to speed up your timers and all that sort of shit. I think that's a little bit too much on the other side, where it starts to become negative. And also, I did pay on Warframe as well.
Oh, see, I didn't. I've never spent a dime in Warframe. I've gotten
I didn't
free
spend money, but I had
Platinum.
shitloads of free platinum from like Twitch Prime and different fucking things that Microsoft has sent me over the years and all that. Well, basically, if I hadn't collected that, I think I went in and I built 2 suits, like the Rhino suit and something else, and about guns and about an AI sidekick. So I think I saved, like, no joke, about 200 hours from that, which is a bit different from fucking 2K's 15 to 20 that we're talking about.
Well, I love Warframe, and I've done pretty well. They fixed their grind a little bit. It's not as insane as it was originally, but you still do have to play a lot. But the fact of like not having to pay to advance, like you can still do it in game, is what I think has, like, to me, if it's not there, then fuck that game. I'm not gonna buy it, kind of thing.
Yeah, if it's not there, it's bullshit. But then the balance of how long it takes also affects my decision.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It has to be there, but it has to not be too long. It can't be sort of like you've got to grind for, I don't know, 200 hours to get something that somebody could pay $5 for.
Yeah, like, think of it from this point of view. Like, say if I'm playing this game and I want you guys to join me, and it's free to play the game, and I say, but if you want to get on my level and do my missions, you need to pay for 200 hours or pay money, or you need to pay for 15 hours or pay money. You're going to be much happier playing 15 hours than fucking playing 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
I'm a Warframe fan, so I'm kind of biased.
And,
But anyway.
And it sounds like they've got it right on the NBA 2K.
But at the same time, they
they
fucking try their hardest to make you buy shit. Like, if you want a tattoo, that costs a fucking fortune. There's like skateboards you can use to get about faster, that costs a fortune. If you want fucking...
Yeah.
There's fucking Gatorade you can buy, there's fucking Jordan's shop, there's a fucking
Nike
Under Armour,
shop, Foot
Nike,
Locker.
all that sort of shit. It just bleeds you for coin. But
do any of those things have
no,
an
that's
impact on
just
the actual
cosmetic.
game? Ah, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
If people want to pay for that cosmetically, I've got no problem with them charging for cosmetics.
And then you've got all the fucking...
Because that's your choice.
see the emotes in this, so you think games like Destiny and Fortnite are bad, there must be all of these are bought with fucking coin, which it would probably take about 10 games to buy one of them. But there must be over 1,000 different fucking... There's Dunks packages for the park, but then there's Dunk packages for the NBA as well, and there's Dunk packages for the Pro-Am. So, and layup packages and fucking
passes,
emotes and passes and fucking everything you could possibly think of to put an emote on.
Yeah, dribbling.
Yep.
Different crossovers and all that shit. Yep.
Gotcha.
So they try their hardest to make you fucking spend money, but it's easy to resist, sort of thing. I'd say for the cosmetic stuff.
Some people probably.
So I would say that we're all in agreement then, that we got a pretty good idea of what it is, and that we... Oh, how am I going to wrap this up? God damn it. Pretty much we all agree, like, as long as you can eventually get to that point in the game, sometimes it can be a little too hard, and that's not okay. But as long as the option is there, at least the option is there. Cosmetics, there's always going to be cosmetic, like, transactions in most games. That's just the world we live in now. But before we wrap up, guys, I just want to give a shout out to David from the X1 Bros. We just want to say congrats on your new baby, dude.
Yeah, he's had a boy. McElroy is the name, or Mac. So congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Congratulations, David.
Congrats. And with that, guys...
Is it Macklemore or McElroy?
McElroy. But just Mac.
McElroy.
Nice. Very nice.
So once again, congrats David. And with that, this will end this episode of the 16-ounce Gaming Podcast. Join us on Discord, guys. It's been revamped. Come check it out. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at 16ounce_gaming, on Facebook and YouTube at 16ounce gaming family. Review us on iTunes. We appreciate any and all feedback. Tell your friends about us. Tell them, hey, there's these guys. They rant and they go off topic all the time, but it's fun. Tell them that they should listen to us. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys all next week. Cheers.
See ya.
Cheers.
Peace.